Alright, welcome back. We are playing Her Story, where there's a whole bunch of mystery, spooky, murderous wives going on. Possibly. Maybe sister. So far, from what we know, and future me, I want you to dock this, is that Hannah and Eve are twins. They were separated at birth. One went with the birth mom, and the other went with Florence. Hannah went with birth mom, Eve, Florence. Hannah hates Eve for some reason, we don't know. And basically, let's do the quick rundown. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, let's get back to this story. Doug. Did we search Doug? We did. Okay, that's all that came up. What if, okay. I don't exactly remember where we left off. Who's Doug? Who the hell's Doug? Doug the cleaner. No, Doug and Eleanor. That's what I wrote, not cleaner. Whoopsie. Alright, let's put in cheating and see what happens. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Oh, it wasn't a crime of passion, I guess. Eric, I have that in my notes. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We got it. Some hits. Okay. Play.
He was wearing a shirt.
I sure hope so.
The blue turtleneck shirt and jeans.
Yeah, turtlenecks.
He has
Gross.
a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Alright, that's gonna go over. Where does that belong? That belongs over here. And that's like the first day that they were interviewing her. Okay, yeah.
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument.
Okay.
He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
So he went to go cool off. Didn't hear anything after that. Okay. That seems important, so.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked on the street. I'm not sure about the keys of the van. I can look for you when I get back.
Zoom, 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 zoom,
That would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one.
Ooh,
He
fancy.
doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash. But Eric convinced him to get one. Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Diane, okay. I guess that'll be our next search. This one came before that, I think.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time. You must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
So that's when she was a suspect. Wait. So her alibi for the missing watch. That doesn't make sense because when he got the watch, he left, said to go work with Eric, and then he got the watch? Or was that before? Because either way, she would have seen him at some point. Right? Am I listening to that right?
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time. You must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Yeah, make sure that all those are in order.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there. Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off CFAX, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
I don't know what fennel is. I'm gonna be real.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
Okay, well, that's all we're getting for Diane. I guess we could put in Fennel, just for the hell of it. Okay, it's only one thing. Okay. I mean, I probably should have known, but, you know, here I am. Glasgow. That's where she said she was at. And it's a hit.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could.
Why? From where?
When I
Where are you running
stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep.
Wait a fucking minute. Why is her hair different? Hold on.
I got in the car and I drove.
I can't see her fucking hand. God damn it.
Driving north.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn off subtitles just for a moment.
I got in the car.
Okay, ring.
And I drove.
Ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Simon's.
I guess I was just being paranoid, I guess. I mean, I don't see why she would change her hair like that, but whatever.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry.
Here's something I never considered.
Payphone, and then headed back.
What if Eve and Hannah killed Simon together? I mean, I know Hannah has a dislike for, well, practically hate. She tried to kill her once. Hannah does not like Eve. That's a fact. So, what if during some interviews, Eve replaced Hannah? I mean, it's only a hunch, but maybe that's why there's different hairstyles, indicating who's who.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning. When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted.
Yeah, and
The
you
streets were
slept in a
empty.
car.
I was driving badly, and I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork.
Yeah, that's still a lot of money because it's a cab.
I was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Okay, there's a few things. A few things we can look up from that one video, so I'm gonna save that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they wanted to name the bear, not a berry, a fucking baby Sarah. I'm gonna watch that again just to get a refresher.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Let's try symmetrical. I'm not sure if I spelled that right. I did not. Is there only one of them?
I would have been a good mother. Sarah, but I didn't want her to. Simon wanted to, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
2 M's, etrical. Okay, there's only 2 hits, so it's not that important for right now. Ava. Okay, we already looked that up. Fight. Fight Simon.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine.
What happens if I put in baby? Oh shit. Okay. We don't know what happened to the baby, so there's a chance that it either died or she put it up for adoption.
It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday. We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope. No, I lost the baby.
Okay.
I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
Damn.
We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after. It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff, stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags.
Bin bags?
Pulled them open, saw the body.
What?
I screamed and that's when I called the police.
So, I'm assuming that was Simon's body. I thought he was found somewhere else. Oh, that's fucking wild. Okay, so he was found in, what was it, the basement?
It was after dinner. I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff. Stuff we
Okay,
never
yeah,
needed.
so practically the basement.
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it. Thing was wrong.
With the boxes being on in somewhere else. So were the boxes covering the body?
We checked that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours. Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird. Knowing these people had been there through my things. It's like I'd been burgled. Only worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So,
Okay.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
Okay, so my assumption about them killing Simon together is looking to be pretty true. If she's not lying. Alright, let's search her body.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policeman. I found the body. His body didn't look real. His throat. It looked like his throat had been cut.
Okay. I can work with that.
And I didn't see his glasses. There's these thick glasses.
Alright, so we have a cause of death.
Doesn't always work.
A throat slash. Or a throat cut, either way. Body was found in the cellar.
Really? Okay. Here's the rest.
They laid a body on the dock to dry. Oh, the wind and the rain, till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the only tune that the fiddle could play was, oh, only tune that the fiddle could play was oh the dreadful wind dance.
Absolute banger.
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you. Can you imagine? I tried. I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was prettier. I mean, how could we stay the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
Man, it's almost like you have your own lives. Alright, well, that's where I'm going to end this episode. Thanks for popping in, and I hope to see you in the next one. Later.
Another dimension.
Holy shit, I'm alive.
Another dimension.
Yeah, how are you alive right
I don't know, man!
Holy shit, man!
Another dimension.
Let's go, motherfuckers. I'm gonna run you around like it's Donkey Kong.
He blinded me and he stole my show.
I ain't playing your fucking game.
You're damn right, I killed him.
You call it pro?
Another dimension.
Power of editing.